Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hassan Farah, former president of the Undergraduate Student Association. I want to start off by thanking you for having me. It's a tough campaign, it's a tough decision that I made, and I decided to run. Some of you are thinking, why is this kid still around, and why is he running, and why is he going through all this trouble and craziness? Simply, I'm going to say, I've debated myself from the get-go when I was first told that I should resign. Up until this moment, up until the decision was made to be removed. I was debating, contemplating, thinking, evaluating the positives and negatives and why I began, or I really stepped in at first to serve the students. Why did I run to begin with? That was the question that returned me and posed me to rethink and reevaluate and consider running again. I'm rerunning just simply because I have work to do. I've started something and I just want to finish those projects. I think I'm the only capable person who was able to do that job because I've looked at the candidates before I ran. I waited, I seen who was going to run and perhaps who I could trust in accomplishing those goals. I didn't run basically for a title, and honestly, I've been serving the undergraduate students for the past 4 years. Now, for me to rerun, I've built my resume, I've built my contacts, I've built my network. I'm running because I believe this is to the interest of the students, that there is work to be done. It's midway October, and without someone who has proven in accomplishing that work, I don't think there's a question of the whole idea of it is we're in midway October and we have projects laid out. Who are you going to hand it to? What are you going to do? It's going to be the end of the year in March because there's going to be another election in March. So we actually have 2 months of productivity. The rest of it is January and December. And those are months that we don't do nothing in SA. So why am I running is the question that I wanted to address. Simply because I believe it's in the interest of students. I'm doing it because I believe in service before politics. Yes, my reputation has been ruined. Yes, SA is not in the best spotlight, or the university is not in the best reputation, or images have been damaged. But at the end of the year, students are going to say, hey, in March 2006, you ran under this platform. What has been accomplished? What has our money? Because they don't pay the money every year. They don't pay it they don't pay it, and once SA uses up, then they pay another money. No, that mandatory fee is every year, and basically we have the money sitting there. Are we going to do something with it, or are we going to wait until next year and have a rollover? Perhaps are we going to give the students an option of saying, hey, we didn't use that money, so we're not going to take your money again. That was just to address the question of why I'm rerunning. As far as my platform, I made a lot of promises in the spring. For those of you who have seen, I have kept my promises, and believe me or not, anyone who opposes me or who wanted me to be out can agree that I have followed through with my words and promises. That I have laid out every single project that I promised. And that's to say, because of my experience, because of my service to students from the very first month I got here to this university in 2006, I've basically been doing, if I was in it for a title, then I would have ran my sophomore year, I would have ran my junior year, I would have ran perhaps any time between those elections. I would have challenged the former president, Peter Brolich, when he assumed the office without any challenge. No, I'm not in it for a title. My proven commitment to students just shows that from the get-go, serving the assembly and opening, being part of the assembly that extended Cape Ann Library 24 hours. I don't know how many of you are seniors here. Were you guys around in 2007 when Cape Ann was extended to 24 hours? Well, I was part of that committed students who brought that forward. And when I ran under my platform, some other candidates will be claiming, by the way, that they share the platform, that they crafted that platform with me. No, that's to say, because of my experience in serving in the assembly, in UB advocates, in a club. Okay, thanks. In a club, and I realizing what can be accomplished and what has been accomplished, and who to go to for certain goals and projects and whatnot. Because I had built that network and that reputation and that enthusiasm that I had in with me, I crafted that platform knowing that this is able, this is to be done, and it's possible. Thank you for, I want to thank Spectrum for endorsing me in the spring semester and just believing me, because a lot of people thought this was an extravaganza platform that I was just lying to students. But now it's a proven thing that in a short time, in the 5 months that I was a president, I've done a lot more than the past 2 years of the administration previously. I want to say that because of my honesty and integrity to serve the students, I just want to be able to continue that job and say that within those 2 months, I want to list the 4 or 5 other projects in place to be done. One being extending the and promoting the tutoring for students, the essay tutoring. The other being, I've kind of downsized it not to sort of follow through with everything else, but financial aid is a problem right now. You know why I'm also running on this platform? Simply because, I was initially planning to address the comprehensive fee and why the university raised it by $39 to every undergraduate. But financial aid has become a problem. As a president of the undergraduate students, you also serve as a delegate. You serve with the student assembly. And that's to say, with your relationship on that board and knowing those contacts, you can only address matters of financial aid at the state level. The university has enforced a policy of its own. Now, you have to understand the depth of what's involved before you run into this position, because honestly, for someone who has been involved for 4 years, and I'm still learning, I'm still challenged myself to learn something new every year, to learn someone new in order to accomplish a simple project. I'm just really thinking, and I rethought, because trust me, it was a hard decision for me to say, okay, I'm going to rerun. No, it was not easy. I had to lose sleep. I was sleep deprived, and I'm only doing it because I believe that services will come through only when someone who is committed and proven to do so assumes that office. The other project is UB Smoke Free. It's something that's simple. The university might not be willing to change its mind, but having discussions with them and understanding that, through their enforcement loopholes, we can find ways to basically find students and faculty and university employees a section or a set environment for them to smoke. I'm not a smoker, and this is something that I believe that students who are smokers and those who are not even students would it's within their right to be given time to quit. One of my other projects is the Club Distinguished Speaker Series. That's something I was involved in, I think, my sophomore year. We wanted to implement it, but it never happened to go through because it was changes in administration and changes in hands. It was stagnancy. I believe that, clubs, especially because this is a university that promotes diversity and whatnot, cultural institutions and all these clubs that we sort of utilize or empower to showcase the university's diversity. We need to, give them the funds that they need to bring someone of intellectual, in some sort of expertise.